In the depths of the North Atlantic, wrapped in an aura of mystery and majesty, lies a land that defies the limits of the imaginable. Surely you are familiar with the city of Grindavik, or the majestic eruptions that have occurred in recent months, in volcanoes such as Fagradalsfjall or Eyjafjallajökull. Everything happens in Iceland, the youngest country on Earth in geological terms, with a unique beauty in the world because it is an island in constant change. A place with so many wonders and curiosities, such as having the most beautiful women per capita in the world, or being the country with the tallest people, or the one with the most Nobel Prize winners on the planet. Don't miss this new video of Uncensored World to get to know Iceland as you've never done before. Enjoy this journey to the heart of the land of fire and ice, and immerse yourself in the most impressive landscapes and mysteries that our planet has to offer. Iceland is one of the northernmost countries on Earth. It is the closest place to Greenland, and this location so close to the Arctic Circle gives it unique characteristics, such as the long summer days with almost 24 hours of sunlight, or the dark winter nights with almost 24 hours without light. Unique qualities also to observe the famous and magical northern lights. But the beauty of Iceland goes beyond these breathtaking landscapes. On dark, crystal-clear nights, the northern lights dance in the sky, painting the sky with colors that seem otherworldly. And as we explore this land of contrasts, we cannot overlook its inhabitants, the Icelandic women and men, a population heir to the noble Viking lineage, people with a beauty that seems sculpted by the gods themselves. And now, enjoy the hidden secrets of this land of legend and reality, where, as you are seeing, myths and natural wonders are intertwined in a unique way. Iceland is also a country of such incredible formations and geography that it is one of the most popular locations for Hollywood directors to film their movies. If you have seen the movies Prometheus, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, or the mythical series Game of Thrones, you may not know it, but it was in Iceland where most of its scenes were filmed. A country with a history that blends its magical landscape and the strength of its people. According to legend, the renowned Viking navigator Nadodur, one of the first explorers of the Faroe Islands, originally named the land Snaeland, meaning the land of snow. This name evokes the very essence of the island, with its vast snow-covered fields, glistening glaciers, and icy landscapes that challenge intrepid travelers. Snaeland embodies the image of a remote and wild land, where nature dominates with its austere beauty and indomitable strength. Although Iceland eventually adopted its current name, this original designation resonates in the country's history, recalling its Viking roots and its connection to the natural world. The capital of Iceland is Reykjavik, and a curiosity unknown to many is that it is the northernmost capital city in the world. This country is known worldwide as the Land of Ice and Fire, and owes its nickname to the fascinating union of two powerful elements that dominate its landscape. With 11% of its surface covered by imposing glaciers and 30% by lava fields, the island emerges as a spectacle of nature in its purest and most primitive state. The vast glaciers, with their icy peaks and majestic fjords, create a sense of grandeur and serenity, while the lava fields, witnesses to the island's violent volcanic past and present, reveal the subterranean force that lies beneath the surface and continues to shape it. If you travel to Iceland at Christmas time, you have to keep in mind that, in this country, Christmas is not just a holiday, but an enchanting experience that permeates every corner of the country. Icelanders celebrate this time of year with unparalleled enthusiasm, wearing their best Christmas attire adorned with reindeer prints, Santa Claus, and other festive motifs. The streets are illuminated with bright lights and vibrant decorations, creating a magical and cozy atmosphere that spreads throughout the island. As I mentioned, the Northern Lights, also known as the Northern Lights, are a fascinating natural phenomenon that can be observed in Iceland during the winter months, especially from September to April. Due to its location close to the Arctic Circle, Iceland offers ideal conditions to witness this luminous spectacle in the night sky. One of the best places to enjoy them in Iceland is away from the light pollution of the cities, in remote areas far from civilization. Some popular spots include Thingvellir National Park, the Reykjanes Peninsula, and northern regions such as Akureyri and Mývatn. In addition, during the winter months, many organized tours and excursions offer the opportunity to hunt for and witness the northern lights at different locations around the island, providing a memorable experience for visitors. During the summer months in Iceland, darkness is a rare and fleeting visitor. Under the blanket of the midnight sun, the nights are transformed into a living fairy tale, bathed in a soft, mystical light that seems to emanate from the very enchantment of the north. This unique phenomenon provides visitors with a surreal experience, where the boundaries between day and night are blurred in a play of shadows and lights that awaken the imagination and sense of magic in the heart of Icelandic nature. It is a mysterious and enchanting moment that invites you to explore the beauty of the island in a new and dazzling context, where the sun never fully sets and the adventure extends into the wee hours of the morning. In contrast to the bright summer nights, winter in Iceland brings with it the eternal darkness of the polar night. During this period, the sun sets for 24 hours a day, plunging the land into a veil of perpetual darkness. Under the shadow-shrouded night sky, Icelandic nature takes on an aura of mystery and silence, while the stars and moon become the only sources of light in a nightscape painted in shades of black and deep blue. This phenomenon offers adventurers a unique experience to explore the quiet majesty of the Icelandic winter, where the polar night offers an opportunity for reflection, contemplation, and connection with the austere and serene beauty of the natural world. An important aspect if you plan to visit this beautiful country is to know that the high cost of living in Iceland is a reality faced by local residents and tourists alike. With prices well above the global average, daily expenses can rise extraordinarily high on this Nordic island. For example, enjoying a meal at an inexpensive restaurant can cost around $20, while a single Coke can cost $3 or more. For those who wish to enjoy an imported beer, the price is usually €10 or more. In addition, accommodation is also quite expensive, with one-bedroom apartments that can reach approximately $1,500 a month, depending on the location within the country. What do you think of these prices? Are they much higher than those in your country? Pause the video and leave us your comment. Doing so is the best way you have to help us keep working to bring the best content, and knowing these details will be very interesting for everyone, so thank you. These high costs reflect both the quality of life in Iceland and the economic challenges faced by its residents, and are important considerations for those planning to visit or settle on the island. In Iceland, the choice of a child's name is not a decision parents make lightly. According to Icelandic law, parents must select the name from an authoritative list containing about 2,500 names by gender. This list is maintained by Statistics Iceland and is updated regularly. The reason behind this regulation is to preserve the Icelandic language and culture, as well as to avoid possible pronunciation and spelling problems in the future. Among the most common and famous names in Iceland are these: John, a common male name meaning God is merciful; Olafur, another popular male name derived from Odin, the main god in Norse mythology; or Anna, a traditional female name found in many cultures, meaning grace or compassion. These names reflect Iceland's rich history and traditions, as well as its connection to Norse mythology and Christian influence. In this country, too, surnames are formed in a unique and distinctive way. Thus, instead of having a family name passed down from generation to generation, Icelanders use a patronymic or matronymic system. This means that surnames are based on the father's or mother's first name, followed by the suffix son, or dottir, daughter, respectively. For example, if the father's name is John, his son will bear the surname Johnson, son of John, and if the mother's name is Anna, her daughter will bear the surname Anadottir, daughter of Anna. This system reflects the importance of family and the connection to ancestors in Icelandic culture. It also allows Icelanders to carry unique surnames that reflect their personal lineage and family identity. While this system may come as a surprise to those accustomed to traditional family surnames, in Iceland, it is an integral part of their national identity and a manifestation of the country's deep cultural roots. As I was saying, and you probably know, if you know any of the names of its volcanoes or cities, the Icelandic language has its roots in Old Norse, with a unique pronunciation and vocabulary that reflects Iceland's rich history and culture. When greeting in Icelandic, for example, hello is used to say hello, expressing friendliness and politeness. To express gratitude, takk is said, conveying a feeling of sincere appreciation. When confirming something positively, ja is used to say yes, while nei is used to express denial or say no. Another important word if you travel to Iceland is the way to say goodbye in their language. They use bless, which means goodbye, and carries with it wishes for well-being and prosperity. Icelanders also tend to be among the tallest people on the planet, with an average height that puts them at the top of global statistics. On average, Icelandic men reach an impressive height of 1.81 meters, while Icelandic women have an average height of 1.68 meters. This remarkable height is not only a distinctive physical characteristic, but also reflects certain genetic and environmental aspects that have shaped the Icelandic population over the years. Its gigantic inhabitants have little to do with the number of inhabitants in relation to the population of the island, as its population is quite small. With less than 400,000 inhabitants, Iceland has surprisingly more sheep than people on the island. The sheep population numbers around 600,000, making sheep a notable presence in the Icelandic landscape. This unequal relationship between people and sheep is a testament to the important role that livestock plays in the country's economy and culture, as well as a peculiarity that highlights the deep connection between the Icelandic people and their natural environment. Sheep are not only an integral part of the Icelandic landscape, but also a source of food, wool, and tradition that has endured over the centuries. In this country, a visit to the Great Geyser is a must for nature and adventure lovers. This geothermal phenomenon is one of the most impressive in the world, capable of spewing boiling water up to 80 meters high in a jaw-dropping spectacle. The experience of witnessing the power of the earth in action is truly awe-inspiring, and the Great Geyser offers a unique glimpse into the majesty and strength of Icelandic nature. Other things that make Iceland unique is the way in which mythology and legend meld into its culture. In Iceland, in the 21st century, its people believe in the existence of wild elves, also known as the hidden people, or folk. Although most Icelanders do not believe in the literal existence of these mythical beings, there is a notable part of the population that is not willing to deny their existence. These beliefs, rooted in popular culture, are reflected in the way Icelandic society interacts with the natural landscape, showing respect and caution towards places that are considered to be inhabited by elves and other mystical creatures. Although opinions about wild elves vary, their presence in Icelandic narrative and identity remains a reminder of the deep connection between people and the land in this fascinating northern island. And now let's move on to some of Iceland's most precious and magical places to help you get to know them and prepare for a trip that will leave you in awe. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. Located on the southeast coast of Iceland, this crystal-clear lagoon is dotted with icebergs from the Vatnajökull Glacier. It is an impressive and unique spectacle where you can take boat rides among the icebergs, admiring the majesty of nature in its purest state. The Golden Circle. This tourist route includes three of the most emblematic places in Iceland: Thingvellir National Park, the geothermal area of Geysir, and the Gullfoss waterfall. Vatnajökull National Park. This national park, which covers a vast area in the southeast of Iceland, is home to the Vatnajökull Glacier, the largest in Europe. In addition to the glacier's breathtaking beauty, the park offers surreal landscapes, lava fields, deep canyons, and towering waterfalls, making it a must-see destination for nature and adventure lovers. Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Known as Iceland in miniature, this peninsula is home to an impressive variety of landscapes, from volcanic mountains to black sand beaches and sheer cliffs. Highlights include the Snæfellsjökull Glacier, famous for being the starting point in Jules Verne's novel Journey to the Center of the Earth, and the picturesque fishing villages that dot the coastline. Skogafoss Waterfall. Located in southern Iceland, this waterfall is one of the most impressive in the country, with a waterfall of 60 meters high and a curtain of mist that creates rainbows on sunny days. It is a magical place where visitors can get close to the base of the waterfall and feel the power and energy of the water. Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach. This beach, located near the town of Vik, is known for its black volcanic sand and hexagonal basalt columns. It is a stunning and photogenic spot, with the North Atlantic roaring in the background and the Reynisdrangar cliffs towering on the horizon. This beach is also known as the Black Beach of the Trolls due to its imposing basalt formations. According to local tradition, another aspect deeply rooted in Icelandic culture and legends, the three large stone masses that emerge from the sea would be trolls petrified by the sunlight. This site is one of the most famous and visited places in Iceland, captivating visitors with its surreal landscape and rich folklore. Seyðisfjörður Fjord. This picturesque fjord, located in eastern Iceland, is famous for its natural beauty and tranquil charm. The picturesque village of Seyðisfjörður, with its pastel-colored houses and bohemian atmosphere, is a charming place to explore and enjoy the serenity of the surrounding landscape. Thorsmörk National Park. Located in southern Iceland, this national park is a paradise for hikers and nature lovers, with its breathtaking scenery of rugged mountains, glaciers, green valleys, and crystal-clear rivers. It is a remote and wild place that offers a truly unique experience in the heart of Iceland. The most recognized places of this magical country are Europe's largest waterfall. Iceland also has the most enormous waterfall in Europe, known as Dettifoss, a waterfall with a water flow of more than 400 cubic meters per second that you should not miss if you visit this beautiful country. Another wonder you cannot miss if you travel to Iceland are its volcanoes, and these are the three most incredible of this magical island. Eyjafjallajökull volcano. This iconic volcano, located in southern Iceland, became famous in 2010 for its eruption that paralyzed air traffic throughout Europe. Although its name may be difficult to pronounce, Eyjafjallajökull offers a breathtaking spectacle with its imposing cone and glacier crowning the summit. It is a fascinating destination for those who wish to witness the majesty and force of nature in action. Hekla Volcano. Known as the Gateway to Hell, Hekla Volcano is one of Iceland's most active volcanoes and has erupted several times throughout history. Located in the south of the island, Hekla is a symbol of Iceland's unpredictable and powerful nature, with its distinctive profile and history of catastrophic eruptions, making it an exciting and mysterious destination for adventurous travelers. The Askja. Located in Iceland's northern highlands, the Askja volcano is famous for its impressive caldera and lunar landscapes. It is a remote and wild destination that offers a unique experience for visitors, with the opportunity to explore volcanic craters, lava fields, and hot spring ponds. Askja is a magical and fascinating place that transports you to another world, far from civilization and close to the true essence of Iceland. And before going on to know other aspects of Iceland and its people, it is important to know better its most beautiful and visited cities and towns. These would be Reykjavik. The capital of Iceland is a vibrant and cosmopolitan city that combines modernity with tradition. With its colorful houses, lively pedestrian streets, and rich cultural life, Reykjavik is a charming place to explore and enjoy Icelandic hospitality. Akureyri. Known as the capital of the north, Akureyri is Iceland's second largest city and offers a charming contrast to the surrounding nature. Situated on a picturesque fjord, Akureyri boasts cobblestone streets, brightly painted wooden houses, and a welcoming atmosphere that makes it a popular destination for travelers. The town of Vik. This charming seaside town, located in southern Iceland, is famous for its stunning black sand beach and breathtaking cliffs. with spectacular views of the Atlantic Ocean and the Mýrdalsjökull Glacier. Vík is a perfect place to relax and enjoy Iceland's natural beauty. Apart from all these wonders, it is important to know the character of the Icelanders. An unknown aspect that makes them unique is that Icelanders are very hardworking people. Iceland is the country with the longest working hours in Europe. The average work week is 43.5 hours. Despite working so much, Iceland is one of the countries with the highest longevity in the world, with 83 years for women and 80 for men. So the beauty of the place, and as you will now see of its people, is a distinctive feature that, apparently, helps them to live longer and better. And apart from their work and quality of life, another very recognizable aspect of Iceland and its people is the unparalleled beauty of its women. Icelandic women, due in large part to their height, their unique features and their Viking past, have won Miss World 3 times. With this in mind, Iceland is the country with the highest number of beautiful women per capita. A fact that, together with the fact that it is one of the countries with more single women, with more than 52% of women to 48% of men, also makes it a privileged tourist destination. Or what is the same, in a population of only 370,000 people, there are almost 15,000 more women than men. By the way, if you want to know the countries with more single women on the planet, do not miss the video that will follow this one, and we will leave you in the description. Back to their women. A genetic study of the Icelandic population reveals a fascinating aspect of its population history. Most of the males who settled in the country were of Nordic descent, while most of the females had their origins in Ireland. This genetic finding sheds light on the migration and settlement patterns that occurred in Iceland during its early history, showing interesting population dynamics among different European ethnic groups. On the other hand, the peculiarity of the climatic conditions in Iceland, with such icy surfaces, has led to a unique situation: the total absence of ants in its territory. There is as much beauty in Iceland as there are winds, a wind so varied that in its language there are more than 100 words to talk about it. This attention to the wind shows the deep connection between the Icelandic people and their natural environment, where the weather and the elements play a fundamental role in daily life and in the way they perceive and interact with the world around them. Another important thing you should know is that, if you are a child or traveling with them, in this country there is no need to misbehave because there are supernatural beings that will not let you pass. According to the fascinating Icelandic mythology, Grýla is a mythical figure that personifies the dark side of Christmas. Described as a monstrous and fearsome giant, Grýla has the supernatural ability to detect children who misbehave throughout the year. During the Christmas season, she is said to come out of the mountains to seek out these disobedient children and, according to some versions of the legend, devour them as punishment for their naughty behavior. This story, passed down from generation to generation in Iceland, serves as a kind of warning to children, and surely a great help to parents. Surely an invention of the elders to make the little ones behave well throughout the year to avoid encountering the wrath of Grýla. Although this mythological figure may seem frightening, he is part of Iceland's rich folklore and adds a layer of mystery and excitement to Christmas celebrations on the island. The absence of ants in Iceland has a significant impact on its ecosystem and wildlife dynamics on the island. Without the presence of these insects, the natural balance is noticeably altered. For example, ants are known for their role in the decomposition of organic matter, soil aeration, and seed dispersal, thus contributing to the health and fertility of the ecosystem. The lack of this ecological service in Iceland may affect the soil's ability to retain nutrients, as well as the diversity and abundance of certain plant and animal species that depend on ant interactions. Thus, the absence of ants in Iceland is not only an interesting quirk, but also has important implications for ecology and biodiversity on the island. The ants have a hard time, but not its people, because Iceland has the purest water in the world, a water that does not require treatment and that you can enjoy on your trip in Iceland. Another important aspect is to know that all Icelanders speak English as well as Icelandic, largely because it is the only logical way to communicate with anyone who was not born in Iceland. With such a complicated language and extraordinary genetics, it is good to know that there is a language in which you can easily communicate with its people. Apart from the aurora borealis, Iceland is also a great destination for whale watching, offering the opportunity to spot whales in different areas around the island. In particular, the northern fjords are home to a permanent population of these majestic marine mammals. This region is known for being a privileged habitat for several species of whales, including humpback whales, minke whales, and orcas, among others. Visitors have the opportunity to take exciting boat trips to see whales in their natural environment, providing a unique and unforgettable experience of encountering marine life in its natural habitat. In addition, Iceland stands out for having one of the highest average salaries in the world, with an average of around $3,300 a month. This reflects the country's thriving economic outlook, driven largely by sectors such as tourism, fishing, and geothermal energy. The high wage level contributes to the high quality of life of Icelandic residents, as well as their financial stability and overall well-being. If you are thinking of putting something in your mouth, it is good to know that one of its most typical dishes is hakarl, a fermented shark made from basking shark meat. This peculiar delicacy is prepared by burying the shark meat with stones for months and then drying it. The end result is a product with a strong smell of ammonia, which arouses the curiosity of gastronomic adventurers who visit Iceland in search of unique culinary experiences. In addition to hakarl, Icelandic food has a variety of typical dishes that reflect the island's culture and natural resources. Here are some examples. Plokkfiskar, a traditional stew made with white fish, typically cod, cooked with potatoes and onions. It is a comforting and hearty dish, perfect for cold Icelandic days. Svid. This Icelandic specialty consists of braised lamb's head, often roasted or boiled, served with boiled potatoes and mashed peas. It is a traditional dish eaten on festive occasions and special events. Lambakjöt. Lamb is an important part of the Icelandic diet, and lambakjöt, or lamb meat, is prepared in a variety of ways such as roasted, braised, or skewered. Icelandic lamb meat is known for its unique flavor and tenderness. If you like beer, it is good to know that years ago this country would probably not have been among those you would have wanted to visit, because a century ago, all alcoholic beverages were banned in Iceland. Shortly after, they were all legalized, except for one, beer, which was finally legalized on March 1st, 1989. This curious history has contributed to Icelanders' reputation as heavy drinkers, attributing to the contrast between past prohibition and the country's current drinking culture. And if you get to Iceland, something you should not miss for anything in the world would be its hot springs. Among all of them, the most famous in Iceland, and a unique spectacle in the world, and in your life if you try them, are those of Blue Lagoon or Blue Lagoon, a geothermal spa located southwest of the island, near the airport. These waters, with an average temperature between 37 and 39 degrees Celsius, are rich in silica and sulfur. Visitors come to Blue Lagoon to enjoy its therapeutic properties and relax in its calm blue waters, surrounded by a stunning volcanic landscape. Iceland's highest peak is Vanadalshnúkur, with an altitude of 2,109 meters, located northeast of the Öræfajökull volcano. This imposing peak challenges adventurers and mountaineers seeking to conquer its heights. Vatnajökull is Europe's largest glacier in volume and second largest in area, covering 8% of Iceland's landmass. This majestic glacier is one of the country's most outstanding natural wonders and offers unique opportunities for exploration and adventure. Nearby, the cliff at Cape Trabjarg is home to millions of seabirds, making it the largest bird cliff in all of Europe. This stunning location is a birdwatcher's paradise and offers spectacular views of marine wildlife. Icelanders, apart from the highest percentage of beautiful women per capita, also have the highest number of Nobel laureates per capita in the world. Although they have only one Nobel Prize, for literature awarded to Halldór Laxness in 1950. This distinction is significant for a relatively small population. Another very important aspect in Iceland, something fundamental if you travel here and plan to rent a car, is that the roads offer a unique experience, providing access to some of the most impressive landscapes in the world. The main road, known as the Ring Road, circles the entire island and is the most popular route for exploring the country. This ring road connects Iceland's major cities and tourist attractions, allowing visitors to enjoy a variety of landscapes, from majestic waterfalls to towering glaciers and rugged coastlines. Traveling along the Ring Road, travelers can experience Iceland's natural diversity, stopping at iconic sites such as the Blue Lagoon, the East Fjords, and Vatnajökull National Park. However, it is important to note that during the winter months, weather conditions can become challenging and unpredictable. The road may be covered with snow and ice, and in some areas tire chains or even an all-terrain vehicle may be necessary to ensure safe driving. Therefore, the Icelandic authorities recommend renting a four-wheel drive car if you will be driving on the Ring Road between October and May. In addition to the Ring Road, there are numerous secondary roads leading to lesser-known but equally impressive destinations. These roads wind through picturesque landscapes and offer the opportunity to explore remote corners far from the hustle and bustle of tourism. As you have seen, touring Iceland either by video, road, or on foot once you are in the land of ice and fire can be one of the most breathtaking adventures of your life. An unforgettable experience that allows you to immerse yourself in the natural beauty and unique atmosphere of this fascinating country. From Uncensored World, we hope you enjoyed this video, and these curiosities about Iceland will help you plan your next trip. If you want to return the favor, a like and a comment is the best way you have to help us keep working to bring you the best content. That's why we take this opportunity to ask you, what did you find most curious about this magical country? Leave us your comment, and don't forget to subscribe to Uncensored World to enjoy videos every week. Curious videos like this one. Don't miss it.